Hello everyone, surprise. So, what should we talk about for tonight? Motivation. I love to offer motivation to people. I love helping people. It is one of the things that gives me great joy. So I do have a series called Coffee with Dara. Some of you have probably seen me post videos on here where I share motivation and encouragement to the world. Story time. It was a Monday, April of 2017, and I was making coffee. And I said to myself, I want to say hello to my Instagram family. So pulled out the camera and said hello. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to come on here just to wish everyone a happy Friday. As you can see, I'm about to make some coffee because it has been a busy and productive week for me. And I decided I feel like I needed a little boost to my morning. But I won't make this video too long. I just want to come on here on Instagram and say happy Friday. I hope you're all doing very well. I thank you again so much for all of your support, and just continue to strive forward. That's my message for today. Just keep striving forward. Don't let nothing or no one stop you from making your dream a reality. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Big hugs. At the time, I did not call it Coffee with Dara. I didn't call it anything. I just said, hello, friends. I'm here having coffee, and that's that. And then later on, I started to think about this, and I said, you know what? Let me start calling this video series Coffee with Dara, and that was it. And then later, I said, I need a tagline. So I said, what is Coffee with Dara? Offering motivation and encouragement to the world. And the encouragement, all that came later. So if you're one of my old school social media friends or just personal friends, and you've been following me, can't talk, on Instagram, you will see for yourself like the journey, okay? But if you're a newbie, no problem. Everything's still there, so feel free to check it out. Okay, so this right here, friends, is my baby, okay? It took me 4 years to write this book. I'll be honest with you. This book is my personal mini memoir, inspirational book. This is a book to check out. Okay, yes, that's my little happy face. It's my story of how I overcame many different trials and tribulations that were not easy. But at the same time, I like to offer inspiration, motivation, to let people know and to share that we all go through things in life, whether we like it or not. But your journey doesn't have to stop because you're having a temporary setback. So through the power of reflection, really giving yourself that time to really think about where you are in life, what do you want to do, how do you want to get out of a situation. And I am a believer, I am a Christian, so I do pray. That's also a way to help you cope with many life's trials and tribulations. Just to give you a little sample of some of the things that you will see in this book. And yes, you see a lot of pictures and, of yours truly. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm a visual person. So if you know me as a teacher, you know this very well. I'm a visual type of person. So I like to show things that I talk about. This is why I like to use a lot of hand gestures. So it's just part of my personality. Let me share some, I guess, motivation, because that's what I do. Friends, it is very important that we keep it real. That's one of the things I've learned throughout this whole journey, and the journey has not been easy. But I've learned that when you keep it real and you stand in your truth and you are honest about yourself and about other things and people, life becomes easier. It's one of the reasons why I have a YouTube channel. It's one of the reasons why I wrote this book and why I do Coffee with Dara. It's very important to me that I, let people know that there is hope out there, and I'm not going to get into too much details because it takes away from my book, but I've been in a position where things got really, really tough, and I started to lose hope in life, myself, and just a lot of things, and I know what it's like to be in that place. And if you are currently going through that, just know I'm with you in spirit. If you haven't experienced that, consider yourself lucky. But for most of us, we go through these hardships where it's like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to get through this situation. Now, I'm not here to say that I have the answers. I am not a licensed psychologist. I'm not even a licensed social worker, although I studied social work for a short time and did some work in that, which I absolutely enjoy. And my respect to the social workers and the mental health workers and psychologists, psychiatrists around, because I have a great respect for your work. So I can't say that I can give you the answers and the solutions to your problem, but what I can say is that things do get better. I'm a living testimony of that. Things have gotten better for me. I'm still not where I want to be per se, but it has improved over time. And it will happen for you as well. The other thing I've learned in this journey is the importance of reaching out. And when you are going through a tough time in general, or you're feeling depressed, or you're just feeling hopeless, we tend to keep all that to ourselves. We don't talk about it. We act like everything's fine. We're like, oh yeah, darling, I'm good. I'm living my best life. And I get that. Some of us don't always want to share everything publicly or share with our friends and family. But sometimes it's okay to let the pride down a little bit and say, you know what, friend, mom, dad, Facebook. Like, if you consider Facebook as a way to help you, by all means, it's okay to just keep it real and say, I'm going through a tough time and I'm not feeling that happy, and yeah, that's where I'm at. And it was hard for me to do that. I'll be honest. It was very, very difficult to get to this point in my life where I can actually say that to people that I love and care about and loves and cares about me. But since I've started doing that, I have seen an improvement in my life. And I do believe that if you take time to reach out to people, things will I'm not going to say so much things will get better, but you will start to feel better and learn how to cope with the situation, because we can't really control life, we can control ourselves. We can't control people, and we really can't control life itself. Life is life. It will be, whatever will be, Patience is another thing. I am not the most patient person, but I have learned to become more patient, because when you're not patient and you want everything to happen right away, and I'm very guilty of this, so I'm saying this now, unfortunately, you will find yourself expecting more than you should. You'll get frustrated quicker. You'll get aggravated, Sometimes being patient is really the best thing for you, because you don't have to worry about, you don't need to get yourself all worked up. You kind of learn to enjoy the process. And that's something that I'm currently doing right now, enjoying the process, the good as well as the bad, because we need the bad to give us the lessons for the good. So it is a balance, but when you're feeling what you're feeling, you may not necessarily be all like, yeah, this is great. But when you move past it, then you're like, oh, I understand why I had to go through this situation. It's hard, friends, and anyone who knows me offline could tell you that, I am very honest about this. And what you see here on camera is what you see in real life. If we haven't met in person, just know if we ever cross paths, and I do hope to meet some of you out there, sure. What you see is what you get. There's no Facebook Dara, then there's Instagram Dara, then there's YouTube Dara. It's just, I'm just Dara. So it is really what it is. It's not as easy as people make it out to be. I know we're in a time where everything's about having your own, being your own boss, and it sounds good, it makes you feel good, and you're like, yeah, I'm a boss. But one of the things you have to learn, and you will learn very quickly, that yes, you are a boss and you are responsible for everything. And I mean everything. If you are not the type of person who's good with self-discipline and motivation, might be a little difficult. If you are a stubborn person where you feel like it has to be your way or the highway, I had to learn that too. Sometimes things will not go your way for maybe good reason. So you have to make a lot of adjustments, and I've learned to do that. Even now, I'm always going back to square one, trying to decide, how do I re-strategize? How do I market myself better? What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm not doing? So when you start a business in general, whether it's online, offline, or both, it is about you to a certain extent, but it's about the people you're trying to reach. It's the same as being here on social media. If you're here to share something motivational or to give something to the public, yes, it's about you to a certain extent, but it's really about the people, because you guys are the ones that matter. And y'all are going to be the ones to determine whether we have views, whether we get people to, like in my case, buy my book, or, sign up to my tutoring service, or your business, or whatever it is. So you have to always keep the customer or potential customer in mind. And it's not as easy as that sounds, because sometimes you're still trying to search and find your customer. And that's where I'm at right now. So it is difficult, but I'm enjoying it. The one best advice I will give to anyone, this is not just for people in business or starting a business. I would say this is just in life, even if you work in a job or whatever. The best thing and the best advice I can give you that is helping me keep a smile on my face is this. Always remember your why. I'll say this again. Always remember your why. Very important. When I say this, I mean your reason, okay? We all have reasons for doing the things that we do, whether it's doing this, say what I'm doing now on Facebook, or you writing a book, or you're starting a business, or you're working a job. We all have a reason for that, and you want to make sure that you stick to that reason. You want to make sure that you have a reason for why you're doing this, because if you don't have a reason, then it kind of throws you off a little bit. If you have a reason why you're doing what you're doing, and you remember that reason, you have a vision, and you remember that vision, that will help you in the long run. For me, I know my vision for my business. I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I know it's in my heart, it's in my soul. It's both professional and personal. At the same time. So if you have a clear vision and you know what you want to do, no problem. Even when the progression is slow, even when things are not picking up the way you want, but that vision is strong, believe me, eventually, through your marketing and through your talking and through all what you're doing, people out there like yourself will see that. And that's what's key, people to see what you're doing. Not so much sometimes what you're saying. Saying is one thing, it's the actions, And it's my hope that whatever I do here on social media, whether it's my business, promoting my book, talking here on live, whatever it is, Coffee with Dara, whatever it is, it's my hope that you see what I'm doing and learn the why and why I'm doing it. Because I believe that's what's going to gravitate people. Not so much me just saying, yeah, I'm Dara and this is what I do. So what? You and everyone else, right? So remember your why in your own life. Remember why you're doing what you are doing and stick to that. Last but not least, people always have something to say. Oh my goodness, I've been warned. I have been warned. When you start your own business or you're doing something new, people are going to start changing up on you. They're going to say certain things, and you're just like, nah, that's not going to happen to me. Oh, yes. I think I'm pretty lucky because I may have haters out there. I don't know this for sure. Maybe they're quiet. I don't know. Maybe I do have people who are just low-key, like, hoping I fail or something. I don't know. And honestly, I don't want to know. So if you are a hater, thank you for being quiet about it because, I'm a happy person. I don't need the drama, okay? But for the few people out there that have showed me a little, something, I must say I've been taking it very well. Like, I don't get too personal. I don't get too upset. I'm just like, okay. Because, again, I know my why. I know what I'm trying to do. So that outweighs the doubts and the, watch if you want to, you can follow me. I don't have a problem with that. My only thing is let's keep it respectful. And as long as the respect is there, we can agree to disagree. Sure. Maybe I'm a different type of businesswoman. I don't come on here to pressure people and to say, you must listen to me. You must do as I say. I'm not one of those types of people. I'm not the aggressor. I like to just be myself. And I do believe that eventually people will come around. People will come around and they will say, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't know what the hell she's doing. Maybe she's doing too much. Maybe I don't need the English services. I speak English, okay. And you know what? It's great she wrote a book, but I don't read. So what's the point? And I don't care about art and crafts, and I don't care about this stuff, okay. But you know what? I like when she does Coffee with Dara. For my football fans out there, touchdown, touchdown, okay? This is how I think. I focus more on how the people feel about what I'm bringing to you and what I'm bringing to the public, as opposed to worrying about and trying to micromanage everything. You know, trying to balance everything is not easy, but I take it with a good attitude. And attitude is everything. If you have a good attitude about what you do and you're not, seeking too hard and getting all in your feelings, you're just like, hey, you know what? Just chill. This is what I do, honestly. When I work, see, I got my comfortable chair. Before I quit my job, I made sure I bought me a comfortable chair and a table. Yes, I did. Okay, because I knew that I was going to launch my business and I need to be comfortable. I had 2 hip surgeries, and anyone who's been through a surgery, especially in the bottom part of your body, you know what I'm talking about. So you need your comfortable chair that you can sit down and just be a boss and just swirl. Just swirl around, be like, yes, I'm a boss, and even if you have no customers and you ain't making no money, so what? And you're kind of confused about what are you going to do. Doesn't matter. You just sit back and just swirl like a boss, darling. That's it. If you got fake hair like me, just be like, yes, I'm a boss and I'm doing the damn thing. What? That's what you do. You have to boost your confidence. You must boost your confidence. I've learned in this process, I've had people come for me. I had people say things that's like, whoa, that's kind of messed up. What do you do anyway? How are you going to get students? How are you going to make this happen? What do I always say here publicly? Try your best. What's the proudest thing? What makes me proud, and I'm going to talk to you, my students. You know who you are. When I see some of my former students, whether it's here online or offline, and we talk, and a lot of my former students are my friends, so it's more of a family. And we're having a conversation. They're sharing about their life. I'm sharing about mine. And they say, you know what, teacher? Or they'll say, you know what, Dara? It's okay. Try your best. I just want to scream, because I'm like, oh my God. That's something I have been saying for years to my students. And when I hear now they're saying this to me, maybe offering me advice, it makes me feel on top of the world. It's amazing, and I thank y'all for that. I do. Much love, because it makes you feel like what you're saying and what you're doing is actually being heard, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not always about being pushy, it's about just being yourself, keeping it real, and being consistent. And if you're an honest person and you are who you are, they'll pick up on that. People are not stupid, So I would say, for the business folks out there, sometimes you don't have to be so aggressive. Just sit back. Just let it flow. Just chill out, Continue doing what you're doing, and I promise you, there's an audience out there for everyone. People will gravitate to you. It's all love. You'll be happy. They'll be happy. Everybody will be happy. So that's how I try to go about things. Oh, Zahid. Oh, much love, my friend. Much love. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I'm just going to read what he said. He said, my friend Zahid said, hope you're doing well. Yes, I am. Thank you so much. And I hope the same for you. And he says, we love everything about you. You see, that proves my point. What you see online is what you see in real life. And you can ask any of my friends who know me in person. They will tell you, okay? I'm just myself. So I love you all so much. And when I say that, I'm really being honest. I really, really, truly love each and every one of you, because you guys are the reason why I'm doing this. And thank you so much for your constant support of me with everything. I really humbly appreciate each and every one of you. Please, please know that. Okay, my friends. So thank you so much for watching. Love you all so much. Try your best. Mwah. Love you guys. I'll see you soon, okay? Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.